Chapter 16. Direct to Indirect Speech. Let's look into it. You may report the words of a speaker in two ways, directly or indirectly. Directly is when we speak about different things in exact words spoken, and indirectly is when we speak someone else's words spoken in the past. Let's make it very clear. Direct speech. We may quote the actual words of the speaker. This method is called direct speech. When we use direct speech in writing, we place the words spoken between quotation marks and there is no change in these words. We may be reporting something that's being said now, for example, a text chat or telling someone later about a previous dialogue. Indirect speech. We may report what someone said without quoting his or her exact words. This method is called indirect speech or reported speech. Reported or indirect speech is usually used to talk about the past, so we normally change the tense of the words spoken. We use reporting verbs like say, tell, ask, and we may use the word that to introduce the reported words. Inverted commas are not used. Let's understand. Direct. Meenu said, I am getting late now. Indirect. Meenu said that she was getting late then. Direct. Rita said, my brother is writing a letter. Indirect. Rita said that her brother was writing a letter. How to change direct to indirect speech? In direct speech, we use inverted commas to tell the exact words of the speaker. In indirect speech, we do not use the inverted commas. In changing the above direct speech into indirect speech, certain changes have been made. Follow it. We use the conjunction that before the indirect statement. The pronoun I is changed to he or she. The pronoun is changed in person. The verb am is changed to was. The adverb now is changed to then. Rules of changing direct into indirect speech. When the reporting or principal verb is used in the past tense, all the present tenses in the direct speech are changed into past tense. Direct, indirect. Simple present, simple past. Present continuous, past continuous. Present perfect, past perfect. Shall, should. Will, would. Simple past, past perfect. Past continuous, past perfect continuous. Past perfect, no change. Present perfect continuous. Past perfect continuous. Examples. Direct. Jitu said, I go to school at 7 a.m. Indirect. Jitu said that he went to school at 7 a.m. Direct. Kareem said, I am going to station just now. Indirect. Kareem said that he was going to station just then. Direct. Mohit said, I have done my task. Indirect. Mohit said that he had done his task. Direct. Rohit said, I went to Meerut on Monday last. Indirect. Rohit said that he had gone to Meerut on Monday last. Note, but if a simple past shows habit in the past, it is not changed to the past perfect tense. It remains simple past as direct. He said, I went to gym on every Saturday. Indirect. He said that he went to gym on every Saturday. If the reporting verb is in the present or future tense, the tenses of the direct speech do not change. For example, direct. He will say, I am ready now. Indirect. He will say that he is ready now. Note, what is true of present indefinite is true of the other aspects of the tense. For example, present continuous or present perfect or present perfect continuous, and so is with the future tense. The tense of the reporting verb is never changed. The pronouns of the direct speech are changed where necessary so that their relationship with reporter and his hearer are indicated. For example, direct. He said to you, I don't need your help. Indirect. He told you that he didn't need your help. Direct. I said to you, I don't want your help. Indirect. I told you that I didn't need your help. Said remains said and said to is changed to told. Words expressing closeness in time or place are generally changed into words expressing distance. For example, direct, indirect. Now, then. Here, there. Ago, before. Today, that day. Tomorrow, next day. Yesterday, previous day. Last night, previous night. Note, but these changes do not take place if the speech is reported during the same period or at the same place. For example, direct. He says, I am glad to be here this night. Indirect. He says he is glad to be here this night. Also, this and these are not changed to that are those if there is no question of distance. For example, direct. He says, I like this book. Indirect. He says he likes this book. In reporting questions, the indirect speech is introduced by verbs like asked, inquired, questioned, etc. When the question is not introduced by an interrogative word, the reporting verb is followed by whether or if. For example, direct. Levish said to me, where are you going? Indirect. Levish asked me where I was going. Direct. Ritu said to me, are you going? Indirect. Ritu asked me if I was going. In reporting commands and requests, the indirect speech is introduced by some verb expressing command or request, and the imperative mood is changed into the infinitive. For example, direct. The officer said to the soldier, go there. Indirect. The officer ordered the soldier to go there. Direct. Lena said to me, please be kind to help me. Indirect. Lena requested me kindly to help him. Direct. Reshma shouted, let me go. Indirect. Reshma shouted to let her go. In reporting, exclamations are wishes. The indirect speech is introduced by some verb expressing exclamation or wish. For example, direct. The visitor said, how outstanding the Taj is. Indirect. The visitor exclaimed with wonder that the Taj was very outstanding. Imperatives become infinitive phrases in reported speech, preceded by a verb such as tell, order, command, ask, etc., with a person addressed to. For example, direct. Fetch a glass of milk. Indirect. I asked him to fetch a glass of milk. A negative imperative is reported by means of a negative infinitive. For example, direct. Don't go out. Indirect. I asked him not